Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rini and this of course is the Enchanted Planner. All right, today, pardon my voice, we are going to be planning for the week of October 10th in my classic dashboard. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. I'm like, oh my God, never fails. I start filming and it's like, oh, really? You had to wait till now. Anyways, originally I had planned for a whimsical fall, but I'm not really feeling that. However, I was looking in Canva to see if there was anything that sort of sparked, because it's Thanksgiving here on Monday in Canada. So I was looking through Canva to see if anything sparked any like inspiration, and I found something funny. So we're gonna use them. I've got these turkeys running for their lives, and I've got this turkey who's flipping, ironically flipping the bird, which I thought was just bloody hilarious. And then I've printed out and created some like just leaves and some stuff. So I don't exactly know what we're going to use, but this is the plan. We're going to do a humorous turkey spread. Just want to make sure I didn't pull my camera out of alignment. My camera stand holder thing is giving up the ghost, so it's very finicky. I've ordered a new one, but it won't get here till tonight. And unfortunately, I need to film. So we're just going to get these guys off the backings. And I know it's not the American Thanksgiving until November, but I will leave you guys the PDFs for this down in the description. So you yourself can make a hilarious turkey spread if you want to, because I know some of you have a similar sense of humor to me. So let's just rock and roll with these bad boys, right? Okay, so what's new in the news? What's new in the zoo? It is Wednesday, September, what the heck is the date today? September 28th? No, 28th? Yeah, 28th. And I guess I didn't know this, but I saw Desiree's video about Go Wild. Is it worth it? Yes or no? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't even realize they'd made the announcements for Go Wild for next year because I haven't really been on social media much. So let's chat about that, shall we? So as a Canadian, everything's like basically a third more by the time you put the exchange and the whatnots on top of it, right? Oh, I also brought out washi. Let's play with some washi. So I ran the numbers on it and just as a low estimate, like, so the $700, because it's $699 just for the tickets, which is of course in American, just that converts to just under $1,000. Yes. And that's not including flights or hotel or any of the other stuff that would need to be. Oh my gosh, hold on. I don't know what the heck is going on lately. Okay, Jesus. Okay, so it's not including the flights. It's not including my like meals or anything else. So if, and because, you know, planner convention, there's going to be stuff to buy. You'd want to shop. So if I was to say allow, you know, $2,000, like it, no. If I was to allow 2,000 US, that would be like, I don't know, $2,700 or just under $3,000 Canadian. So as much as I would love to meet a bunch of the planner community, like I look at that and I'm like, that is half the cost of me to go to Mexico for a week. And here's the other thing too. If I was to tell my husband that I wanted to go to a planner convention and spend basically my half of going to Mexico, he'd not be very happy with me. He'd be like, no, we're going to Mexico, woman. You're not going to a planner convention. So I don't know why I cut those apart already. That was rather stupid. We're just going to layer some washi today, I think. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Let's try it this way. And then if I change my mind, we will move it. But let's get our things lined up and let's pull it across. Are we straight? No, not quite. And I have to be careful not to pull it too tight, otherwise washi will pull the pages up. Now I can either put that there or put that there. Ooh, that's a toughie. All right, but we have at least a plan. So I do like the placement of this washi, so we're gonna trim this off. And then we're going to, hang on, I'll come back to the Go Wild conversation in a second. I kind of like it there. All right, so I think we're gonna put this across this section. So this star washi came out of this one. It's always in reach because it's not in my washi drawer, so I tend to reach for it quite a bit. And I think it's back in stock. I'll take a look and I'll leave the links for it. But so let's trim up this side while we have the pages together and get rid of that washi stuff. All right, so as much as I would love to meet a bunch of planners, it's really unaffordable as a Canadian to go to things like planner conventions. Especially because, like I said, you're not, I mean, you'd be going down there to meet people, but at the same time, you'd be going down there to really shop, right? Let's be honest here. There's going to be shopping involved. Because I would imagine they have vendors on site, and as well, there's probably, you know, stuff around there that, you know, you can shop in. So it would just be a very, very expensive trip. And based on what I saw, feedback wise from a multitude of people who attended the last Go Wild, I'm not really sure that it's something I would entertain just due to the costs, and that they didn't, like Desiree said, they didn't do really a lot of workshops. Like here's the thing, Di and I were talking about this as well, because as fitness professionals, there's always some kind of convention or something we can attend to better ourselves, upgrade our skills, like whether it's Idea Fit or whether it's some other convention that's put on in our industry. When you pay your ticket price, which is nowhere near $700, I might add, for a 3-day event, you learn stuff. Like you're attending workshops and seminars, and there's all kinds of activities and whatnot going on that in that case make it kind of worthwhile. And like I said, the ticket cost for those events is nowhere near $700. But I'd be more inclined to go to something like that, because again, I'm getting educated for that money. Like I understand Desiree's point that it was really nice to meet people and they had way more fun with like they had way more fun just doing things when it wasn't related to Go Wild. And that's why she's decided to go again this year. But to me, I want to learn something. I do. I want workshops. I want, you know, keynote speakers who are going to deliver information that's going to further me somehow. And I know Desiree said that she did attend the one workshop, which was put on by Zebra Mildliners, that was facilitated by Christine by Twinkle Plants Her Day. But you couldn't really hear her because everybody was being really rude and obnoxious and not actually paying attention. So did she really get much out of that? But here's the other thing too. Creators like that have a fairly, very, very large audience also get to write those kinds of expenses off because they would technically be a business expense. So, I mean, there's that too. Like if I had some huge audience on YouTube and my husband actually wanted to go to a planner convention, you know, it's the same thing. I would write it off against the income that I make from YouTube and whatnot, right? But as just a little tiny small creator, I don't really have that much. I don't really want to cut off his tail, but he's way too big to go here. I'm gonna see if I can get him on as much as possible so I don't have to cut off much of his tail. Let's see. I just think it's hilarious that he's flipping the bird, man. I think it's absolutely, oh my God, I think it's hilarious. So funny. I can't remember who the artist is that did this, but it's freaking hilarious. It's a great sense of humor. Okay. Now we have at least a base going on here. Now I've got other things. I think these guys are going to be too big. I have to still get in my boxes. Oh, you know what? I just got started right away and I forgot to do. I was so excited about the turkeys. Okay, so as an aside, have you seen that movie? I can't remember what the name of it is. Is it The Great Turkey something? Anyways, it's a turkey and it's voiced by oh my God, Owen Wilson. And the turkey travels back in time to like the first the not first supper, but where the turkeys become part of the feast. Oh my God. Oh, it's funny. I think that's what this reminds me of too, right? Is this hilariousness of, you know, screw you. All right. So I've got these larger pieces that I printed out as well that I was thinking might work maybe across the top. If I can make these kind of work like that and just like that somehow. Actually, I kind of like that. Okay, so we're going to work to get these guys off. I tried not to cut as close this time, so it would make it a little bit easier to get off the backing. Because sometimes I get really excited about cutting things out and I'm like really precise, but then it doesn't give me a lot of room to work, sadly, with what I'm doing. So let's see how this went. I had this down. So I need that line kind of deal. So was it like that? Like that. And then we're going to get the other one off. So where was I? Oh yeah, apart from the turkey movie, the Go Wild conversation. So if you're planning on going to Go Wild, I'll be very excited to hear all about it when you guys get back. Because I think it's a wonderful experience, but I can't justify it for the price because, like I said, I come from an industry that we do conventions all the time where there's education and workshops and ways to develop our skills. And the costs are nowhere near $700 for a 3-day event. I didn't de-stick these. Oops. Okay, well, I guess you're sticking down. I'm not going to fight with it because I don't want to rip my page. But I'm going to snip in the middle here first. So hold on. Hold on, people. We're just going to go through carefully. I made these really close. Okay, and then I'll tackle getting it off the edges because this label paper is really sticky. All right, so that's that. That is that. I ended up cutting a little bit of my page, I think, accidentally, but oops, it's all good. Let's go in this way this time. Yeah, so let me know in the comments, are you planning on going to Go Wild? And if so, are you on social media? Because I'll go make sure that I follow you so I can see what's going on. See all the good stuff. Yeah, like I said, when I come from an industry that $700 for that event is just a little bit, it's overpriced to me. And I'm not saying that, there's probably not, I'm assuming Happy Planner has a lot of expenses that go into putting that event on. Because, you know, it's not easy to set those kinds of things up. It's a lot of work. This is kind of cute, you guys, but you know what I totally forgot I need? Boxes. I need boxes. I think I'm kind of cool though with like my decor. So we're going to throw the rest of that stuff off to the side and I'm going to go find some boxes. I'll be right back. All right. I found some stuff. I'm in here in autumn boxes. Now the trouble is, well, we're gonna have to kind of play around here a bit because I don't have one thing I need, which is going to be annoying in the right color. And I don't really want to bring in black. So I also remembered I pulled out this, or I cut out this Thanksgiving quote, which I also found in, this is what I mean about getting a little bit too close to the image that I'm trying to get off the backing because I'm a little bit OCD about things like that. And then I make it harder for myself. I also went in and cleaned up the turkeys because I didn't realize they hadn't been cut close enough around certain areas, and when it was overlaid it didn't look very good, so I went and cleaned that up. Come on, just come off. Please come off. All right, so we're gonna stick this right here, like that. And then the problem is like these two they go fairly well, but we don't have any boxes, or not boxes, bullet points. So I pulled out the brown boxes, and there's these dark ones in here, and I'm hoping that they're far enough away. Like they match pretty good with the dark brown in here, and that's just how we're gonna roll today. That's just how we're gonna roll. But I do need some kind of boxes or something over here, which I could pull in the chocolate brown on this side, which would help tie in the bullet points on the other side. So let's have a look. We actually don't really probably even need squares. We could probably go with the size down from this, which would be this one, which would fit better. So if we pull one of you and we stick you, oh, I just realized I probably should have seen if I could have found a hilarious turkey quote. Finding a hilarious turkey quote would have been so much fun. Why aren't you straight? I think you're straight. I may actually go and look for a turkey quote afterwards in Canva and see if I can find anything, or find a turkey quote that's funny online and then make it in Canva, because I do that too. So let's put our two boxes here for my weekly stats. They look kind of odd, but we're just going to go with it. And then we're in this book to grab some of these. I was also thinking about using these. I don't normally do this and then like write in the things, but I think maybe we will today. They're just a bit big. That's the only thing that, so I don't normally use them, is because they are a little big, but we're going to work with it. We're just gonna work with it. That kind of blends in. I wonder if we go to the chocolate brown on this one, if this would stand out a bit better. Yeah, it does. Okay, so let's put that guy down like so, and hopefully he is straight, because if they're not, they're really hard to get off of sticker backing paper. It's not quite straight. All right, pray for me, people. See if we can straighten you out. Now you're too high. Oh my God. Why is it so difficult some days to get a box down straight? Okay, we have that, we have that. We're good, we're good, we're good in the hood. Okay, now this washi keeps lifting, so let's just squish that down a bit. Let's see what we have here. I don't even really need something that thick for there, because it's just the one post, right? So we could probably get away with just something like, he needs to be trimmed up because he's laying over the washi, and this is it's gonna drive me a bit crazy. So hang on here while I give him a little bit of a haircut. Which is trickier one to do when it's already sitting on a page. It's not going to be the cleanest haircut, but we're going to see if we can. This is where the precision oh my gosh, precision scissors come in very, very handy, as you can get into those teeny little areas like that. It's better. I don't like this part though. So let's trim this up a bit. Yeah, this is no more than my little weird idiosyncrasies coming to the surface. Okay, that makes me a bit happier. All right, now where was I? In his little box. See, I think this bird's hilarious. It's the bird flipping the bird, which I just find comical. And I don't really want to cover up the fact that he's flipping the bird, so that box is going nice and low. All right, and then I think I don't want to put a Thanksgiving up there. Let's go into our bullet point, shall we? Okay, so tweezers, come to me, tweezers. Just gonna put one down because these are going to signify the posts that are going live on Instagram. And then Sunday. Okay. Now let's take a look at what we got going on here. So this boxes are my pictures that I need to take. This is for the post. Maybe I should do them all just bullet points and leave the box off, which just for congruency, and then it all looks the same. I think that's the right word. My brain doesn't want to work this morning. All right, so let's put this down. It doesn't want to come off, but you know, we can make it work. We can make it work. Okay, now let me stand up and have a look. My washi keeps wanting to come up. Stop it, stop it. It's kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now I don't really feel the need to, I mean, I guess we could probably try and sneak some more leaves in behind him. But if that's the case, I'm gonna try and trim this up a bit. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, I had to pull my turkey up and trim around because I suddenly realized there's a lot of white on the back side end. So we're gonna lay the leaves down like that. Get off my fingers, go in the garbage. All right, we're gonna trim that off. And then we will put our hilarious turkey back down. Oh, I'm ripping his foot. Let's not do that. That's what I get for playing around and screwing around. All right, so to lay him back down in the right spot, he needs to come down just a tiny, tiny bit. That should put him just got him kind of level as the other guys. About there. Except that's not right because he's covered up the Sundays, so let's fix this. I gotta be careful with his little foot down here. Okay, so he's gonna sit in a little bit of a different place, but that's okay. And then his poor little foot. His poor little foot. Cute! Cute. All right, I should probably put a box there. Now I haven't used the light this color, so let's grab one of those. Oh, it's not going to show up very good on there either, sadly, but I want to get it in, so we're going to make it work. And then we have all three colors. All three colors. Just looks so naked without all the boxes and stuff that I normally use. So now I'm contemplating my meaning in life. Do I keep this box or do I just move it up there? Which is sometimes what I do as well. Let's see how well it'll come up, because I don't think I'd be stuck with this guy very well. All right, so let's put him on some wax paper until I get a look. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it as is. Yeah, we're just going to leave it as is. I think it's freaking hilarious. All right, party people, that's a wrap. So let's throw it back on the discs and see what it looks like. See what it looks like. There we go. I think it's bloody hilarious. All right, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing while you're here. If you're new to the channel, drop us a comment down below letting us know you're new so we can formally welcome you to our community, our wonderful community. And that is a wrap. Like I said, I'll leave the download in the description for you guys so you can do it for yourself. Like I said, I know the American Thanksgiving isn't until the end of November, and I don't remember when the other parts of the world, if and when they do Thanksgivings, but it'll be down there for you, if so you can either use it now or use it later. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. See you next time. Ciao.